in, welcome in, peace be with you. Glory to the Most High always. So I'm just going to connect and tap into some energy here. As always, I always invite the divine in to protect me and you who watch. The Archangel Michael, who is here. Raphael and Gabriel in the waters, in the earth. So I'll just mix these two decks together. I'm just going to shuffle and connect in. Of course, I'm just gonna let that go by. Yeah, air, storms, voice, sound, air, okay, gravity. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Alright. And we have the mountain with the outer core, the hearth, the inner core. These keep coming out in the west, and the storms, okay? The storms. Okay, so I was just getting this intense message about with Apple and the whole what they're doing. And I got the Garden of Eden all over again, but it's a carbon, and that's why I've been picking up on carbon. Okay, so that would be the carbon copy. Remember, this is all entertainment. Okay, so they're making a carbon copy, and that would be go back to them with the God spark, along with inserting Osiris's DNA into the halogen collider for the breath of God. So they're trying to make a carbon copy with dark matter. Okay, that's what's okay. So the volcanoes are erupting due to this shift. Like whatever's going on is woken the wolf. Okay, and in the south, just because you can't see it does not mean it's not. It has to do with the dog star. It has to do with Cyrus. Like this is ringing all alarms on all realms of existence. This is ringing alarms on all realms of existence where there's a battle happening because of, I feel like it has to do with the apple. Goes right back to Genesis again. All right, recreating a different Genesis. Like overstepping, which is creating the storms, creating this battle. The dog star is here. This is what to do with the waters. Okay, I do see expulsion, I'm going to put it that way, of light in the east. Something coming through that everyone will see. Something coming through the waters too. In the outer core waters. The firmament. They've created something. I heard a monster. So Tiamat would, her volcanoes would go, this is what I'm reading from the energies that are happening with Tiamat, or what we live on, the earth's core. The dragons are awakening because something has been overstepped here that, like, you know, would not be allowed. Connected to the dog star or the Orions. affecting the okay. Oh, okay. You know, take it or leave it, but so you know, many of you would understand like the Antichrist is all AI. That would be like the beast system, the AI. Creating a carbon copy, that would be the anti, right? The Antichrist. We are the Christ, not would be. We are the Christ. We are the flesh and blood of. We were created, we were made. Now they're making this, and it's all there, like if you're paying attention to what Apple's doing. With the worm, and it's all Genesis again, but through AI, which would be a carbon copy. It wouldn't be an original, so I don't know if that can hold a soul or not. You know, I have no idea how that works. But I just got validation on that too. It doesn't contain a soul, like love. That's how you know the difference between good and evil. Evil can't love. It doesn't know how to love. It has no love in it. Zero love. 0, 0, 0. Where you, a child of God, have love in you. That separates you. That separates us from everything else. Right? Even the animal kingdom has love. Nurture. Right? So whatever they're creating doesn't. I mean, it's a real battle going on, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. I mean, volcanoes are erupting. The Pacific Rim, which is a huge stargate, and then you have the Keys, okay, the Keys, that's down by the Florida Keys, and off of that is Cuba, and then you have 3 huge Russian missile ships sitting there. There's something big going on through the waters. Do you think there's any coincidence that anomaly shows up? I don't know where the United States is sitting in this stuff, but you think there's any coincidence at all that anomaly has appeared? You don't think they haven't been paying attention to that? You don't think that that's why all this isn't going? Of course it is. It's all connected. So they're creating something. So that's what I'm getting from this energy in the mountains. Like the mountains, like behind the mountains, okay? The breath of God is here, and we know it. We feel it. God, creator of all that is here. Is here. The elves and the dark matter. Okay, so the dark matter has been used to create pressure. We have mountains here. We have hidden behind the mountains. Down the south, that would be that's Lucifer's telescope in the south. Pressure, dark matter. Maybe something's been. Because, you know, ultimately, maybe those telescopes do more than we even understand. See, the breath is going to reveal more. The breath of God, which would be the dropping of the veil. And more volcanic eruptions. The dragons are waking up because they're clearly the guardian of Gaia. Pachamama, Tiamat. They're her guardians. Is still there. We just can't see it. And endurance has to do with the trees too. See how the trees almost reach the top of the dome? Like, I don't think there's that many that do anymore. This will change that. She's heating up, creating life through this dark matter. There's a portal open that's creating pressure. On a specific ley line, yeah. On a specific ley line in the mountains. Something that's sleeping will awaken. It's transforming. Huge transformation, and we are transforming as well. The wolf is the authenticity. The wolves are the guardians of heaven as well. They're the guardians of the land. They're connected to the elders on the land. Wolf tribes, that's also connected up into Cyrus as well. This wolf tribe is connected to Orion's belt. The dog star and the wolf. The dog is now the wolf. Transformation. Significant shift with energy with this battle. And remember, this is entertainment only. You don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. I do not pay attention to the chat. Actually, I just remove stuff from the chat. Keep your opinions to yourself. It's just entertainment only. And it's energy that I'm reading and picking up on. And if it doesn't align with you, that's okay. Move on. I'm not here to debate it. I'm not here to convince you of anything. And the cat with the meerkat. These are significant with the honeybees connected to the falcon, which is Horus. Horus here. And the polar bear. The ancestors. I was also getting the mountain there with presidents. How false that is. It's like false. It's too new. It's not the original carvings that are there. It was like it's part of the reset, and clearly we're going to do another one. And they're definitely interfering and inventing things that I think they're clearly overstepping. Because that's a sign. The apple. I mean, that's just generic, like the apple in the Garden of Eden. Well, they are creating a different carbon copy. And everything I say, you can actually look up and find information on it. Okay, I'm going to put these away. I'm going to use astrology here. So you're going through a huge transformation too. Starseeds, you're feeling this shift. You're going through it. You're seeing things. You're actually seeing more through the veil. It's clearly me and you who are on the channels showing this stuff. It's mind blowing. It keeps becoming more mind blowing. The more we film, the more it's being revealed. And I was shown like I was guided to that glass again. That I don't know, it's that blue dye glass, right? Ooh, I'm getting the looking glass too. Jupiter. Okay, so that glass, that they put that's what they're doing with the sky. Okay, and they do have it in some technology. That's why we're able to see now at levels with our cameras that we haven't been able to see before with cameras. That would be, I feel, the divine, the archangels, that are assisting for us, humanity, to see what's going on, that helps the veil drop. So open your third eye more. We have the Scorpio here. And Uranus. Okay, remember I spoke about Uranus before, that is a primordial god. To do with Leo season, with this alignment. Okay, we already had the conjunction, and that's also part of the breath. That would be part of the three breaths that Gaia creates, births her, what she's birthing, which I feel are dragons, or something else, to protect her. Earth is going to protect itself. This place is going to protect itself overall. And it already has begun. Mercury, communication with Aquarius, yeah. The water is being poured upon the earth. This is also for those of you who are communicating with, your guides and your angels, your team, God. Messages are coming through here. They're being heard. Your prayers are heard. There's messages being communicated back and forth through this Aquarius season, well, time. Jupiter is also expansion. It's also Zeus. I just heard Zion. Jupiter is also, interestingly, about expansion and luck. So tap in. You are the one that is in control of whether you want it to be light or dark. Yeah, what they're doing with this apples is, it is like very clear. Well, to me, it is. And this isn't just about Wi-Fi, and it is all through frequency. It's part of mind control. It's, who controls the narrative here? Mostly the media, right? It's a serious warning. I mean, you can take it or leave it. So we have Luna, we have Mercury, Sagittarius, Mars. Yeah, this is a battle with Pluto, because Pluto came up the other day too, about the chakra. In a balance here with Cancer. Something going on with the July, with this balance here with Cancer. I want to show you what I'm seeing. Balance. These symbols, signs, pay attention on your path, okay? This goes right down into your worlds, what I'm talking about. Even though it's Earth energy, it goes right down into our world. It affects us. The Capricorn energy, okay. I was getting a lot of information on that too, with Capricorn and Saturn, the box. It's a battle over that box too. And then we have the Horus's box as well. And you can visually see that in the sky, by the way. There's a big battle with that light as well. There's a big battle going on with that light. They're trying to interfere. It's a lot of what I've been getting is we're being seriously protected. It's so much so it's a battle happening. Because they're trying to interfere with us getting the knowledge we're supposed to have, is how I understand that. With the ancients here. And the ancients are rising. Lands are going to rise that were once hidden. It's inevitable. The bison. And the bison just gave birth to, or the buffalo, to the white buffalo. And here we go with the sea turtle. And that's in the veil with the bull coming through the storms. A lot of storms here. Battles. A lot of battles. In the ethers. Onto the lands. And I came across, this is just, this is just take it or leave it. This is just a message from the divine, how I received it. And you do what you want with it. It is what it is. I awoke this morning to a message about the earth opening up and the angels were battling, fighting in the air. And the earth opened up and there was a light and coming from within, and Archangel Michael was battling as the Messiah was standing behind him. So the earth is opening up and things are very large in the earth. And these tornadoes are really coming from the earth, not the sky. They're connecting to the sky, but they're coming from the ground. So that, I was like, okay, this is how we're rising this morning, because it's just how it is. I don't go seeking this. It's just what God shows me. And I trust that so much because of just the way I see. I mean, I see the 3D world too, and I see how it affects the 3D world, but most are oblivious to understanding what's going on here. Maybe they're supposed to be oblivious. Maybe I feel there's only so many of us that, for whatever divine reason, we're gifted to be messengers and just seeing and trying to articulate what we're understanding. Again, like I said, you don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. This is just how I perceive what God is showing me, because I'm paying attention. I get the nudges. I film the sky. I don't film it because it's just I got nothing better to do, because I'm called to do it. I'm a sky scribe. I'm showing what's happening. It's historical. It's part of a bigger picture. And I'm honored and I'm truly grateful and so humbled to be able to see what I see and film it and then show it to all of you, for us to be aware together of what's happening the best that we can be, because we are in a battle of souls. Everything in the 3D world is totally connected to your soul and what you choose on your path. It's all connected to your soul, not your meat suit, your soul. And there are really large things going on being seen in the veil and in the waters that we have now. Battleships off the shores here, right in Atlantis. Because it's still Atlantis. They relabeled it Atlantic Ocean, but it's Atlantis. Same with Lumeria, over on the west coast. Lumeria, Hawaii, you know, the whole west coast. That's Lumeria. Big dragons are connected to that too. And if you don't understand, like, what do you mean dragons? Go watch Mud Fossil University. He helps me understand what I'm seeing in the veil, because it's what's as above is so below, and what's below is above. We're just filming it more in a vibrational liquid frequency versus the lower the energy, it gets like rock, bone, you know, denser in this realm of existence. And as these things lower, and it is written in the Book of Enoch, the more they're going to be seen, because now they're coming in a lower frequency where they're taking on plasma to form in our world for us to see. And that affects everybody's world. Monetary system, the whole shebang. So, I don't know, again, take that or leave that, but this is like, so we have Pisces, which we have water. So I have water, I have earth, I have Virgo here, and this is about Leo and Virgo again. Back to the, it keeps going back to the Sphinx. There's information in that Sphinx, or connected to that Sphinx. There's a lot of Sphinx here in the veil too. And it's really what's seen, the remnants, we're seeing the relics that were here before us, that have been hidden from us. And when you're looking at the sky, you're seeing the relics and the debris of what once was, is somehow, possibly, absolutely possibly reforming again. Because we have Saturn, which you would call Lucifer, if you will, which are really Dracos. And then you do have archangels. You have Zeus. You have Zeus here because Zeus is here. You have Ra here because Ra is here. You have Horus here because Horus is here, and they are part of the. I'm trying to think of the word. They are. They know how to resurrect. They know how to resurrect things. So this is going to get really interesting. Alright, so I'm going to pull, now I'm going to go into a different direction here. She's using her ancient Mother Earth, and you this is for those who feel connected to all of this. You know, you're getting wisdom from her too, and you're seeing things that you're supposed to see for you to understand for you on your journey. You could be totally from part of Lemuria. You could have been. We all were in that battle. We were all in the battle with Lemuria and Atlantis. We all went through the deluge, and here we are again. Serious messages about the water. It's I feel very like prophecy because of the bison being here, because elders have spoke of this for centuries. That's a 35, which is an 8. Yeah, ritual. Okay, so a ritual is being done. A sacrifice is happening, and a ritual is being done with a sacrifice here. With Saturn. This Aries, it would be a battle. Venus, could be about Venus. because Venus has given birth, or Jupiter gave birth to Venus. Venus could be giving birth again. Like the woman in the sky, that could be all about, the maiden could be really about, technically, Venus giving birth. And there is a woman in the veil. There's a lot of things in the veil. Okay, let me put these aside. Let's connect into the starseeds. There's some kind of, there's a war over Pluto. There's a battle over Pluto. Okay, Pluto would be Pluto's big transformation energy, serious transformation, right down to knocking your ego out. This is a rebirth with this Cancer energy with the flower. This is a complete rebirth here through the waters. Mars is war. Here, this is Sagittarius with the Archer. There's some kind of battle going on here. I see number 76. I have to understand more about Pluto with this battle, because we have, again, it goes back to the deity of Uranus. They call Uranus, which is a deity. It's a primordial deity. There's some kind of rebirth happening here with Leo season, which I feel clearly is the Messiah, but the Antichrist would be all AI stuff, a carbon copy of. I just feel like something about that. It can't like harness a soul. That's the difference. It doesn't have love. Something to do with that. And we definitely have Horus here observing. There's being, like, I'm seeing a lot of chatter in the realms. Meetings happening behind the scenes. Trust your intuition. Alright, let me do something else here. I do want to pull from this deck as well, so give me a second here. Because this came out yesterday, and then I couldn't find my glasses, because the print is so small on these cards. I'm like, okay, I'll just hold off. Alright, so. Yeah, we have Hermes here, which is connected to what we would call an asteroid. Alright, I choose wisdom over intelligence. Hermes. Let's see what else comes out. Something to do with the AI taking, well, what they've been doing clearly with all of our phones is like they're taking data. They're taking data and they're creating something from all of our data. Hence why this would come out as I choose wisdom over intelligence all day long, right? Oh, okay, we got some jumpers here. Yeah, we have Geronimo, Ritual. Yeah. Okay, so we have a Sumerian and we have a trickster here that's opening up realms. Things are being seen through these realms. We have the Sumerians. Okay. The deeper and longer ago we search, the higher and further away from cuneiform records of ancient Mesopotamia point, God and Anunnaki form visited and printed the earth with myth, legend, lore, and seeds of our earliest and prolifically recorded civilizations. It goes into Sitchin devoting his entire life and career unpacking, researching, and translating the story of the Sumerian coded in over 1 million cuneiform tablets. Okay. Your master works are open one of his books and open your mind to the Sumerian. Clearly, according to the Sumerian, we are not alone in the cosmos. Otherworldly beings arrive. Otherworldly beings arrive. Oh, excuse me. As if on wings of fire landing out of the sky and massively impressing the earth's dwellers below. From there, nuances and details of creation story in the most every widely acceptable religious tradition and text can be traced. Legends of Babylon, Atlantis, Lemuria, and the Great Flood where am I? Born and resonate as intuitively familiar ancestry, and many earthlings feel akin to and are thankful for and continue to learn the many lessons from. Some believe our empathy and psychic, intuitive, telepathic, and others spiritual abilities are passed along in these cosmic genes. That's right, we're made of God DNA, man, and continue to bless us in our conscious evolution. Einstein said he used maybe 13% of his brain capacity, and most of us use much less than that. So what brain functions are in the other 87%, and why do we not have full access? And I feel like that's a message in itself right there. Things that you're not going to believe in, that right before your eyes, right before your very eyes. Okay, we're going to get into this more here. Okay, so communication, commerce, contract, science, medicine, diplomacy, alchemy, mystical arts, and science. Hermes has been the ageless steward of the advancement of these disciplines since time immemorial. Famous along with Thoth for the Hermetic wisdom associated with the Emerald Tablets and other Gnostic literature, Hermes can be felt in the inner Scala with inexhaustible fascination with the world of the both the seen and unseen, as above, so below, as within, so without. Hermes reminds us that sooner or later we reach a crossroads of wisdom versus intelligence. We're at this right now, I think, worldly. Wisdom requires that in some cases intelligence must be abandoned for a greater consciousness to prevail. How has the intelligence acquired over your lifetime been utilized? Who benefits from your education, skills, experience, and discovery, intellectual property, or gifts? Are they commercialized for personal gain or altruistic purposes? Are you empowering others or enslaving them with your genius? Keep in mind the necessity of self-preservation in order to participate in the evolution of the greater whole. And how do you reconcile your personal balance sheet with the wisdom versus intelligence? And a lot of you are like, this is just part of who you are. You're seeking knowledge. Not versus over intelligence, and that comes from, I feel, the soul. When you're seeking knowledge and wisdom comes from the soul, intelligence is more just the mind and the ego. You may be also this is also about, like, maybe you're getting retrained in something, taking what you've learned along the way, and utilizing that in your next level of what you're doing on your personal journey, okay? Because you're very gifted. Of course you are. You're a starseed. You're a child of the Most High God. You are very gifted. Someone's doing something with that, with healing. And laugh out loud. That's interesting. Laugh out loud. The multicultural archetype laughs mostly merrily at himself, walking innocently into any situation, willingness to try most anything, able to completely flub it up and still retain a smile and light-hearted spirit. Trickster shows us wherever we are self-conscious of our self-important, we really find compassion, patience, love, and mirth. He sees through the facade of the material world, realizing that nothing really matters as much as we think it does. However serious or important we view something, Trickster demonstrates that along with the doing our very best, levity, play, and laughter are central to our healthy life and vital immune system for adults in particular, and our sanity. And with humility and vulnerability, Trickster makes it okay to laugh, to relax, and to be at ease, with yourself. And most importantly, whatever anyone else thinks about us is truly none of our business. So this is that taking that knowledge over intellect. Some of you are really doing more research though on this. This is also activating. This is also the Sumerian moon tree activation of what I'm getting from this in the brain and the pineal gland to activate and access more of your mind at this time. Incoming Mother Earth runs in your blood. All right, you're getting downloads from Mother Earth, some of you, many of you, and that can be in different forms. It doesn't have to just be in like words. It can come out through any expressive way that you do it. Everybody's different and everyone expresses it differently, but she's communicating with you, okay? The renowned Apache warrior and leader in cunning defiance to the conquest that separated the pristine lands of the North America from its ancient indigenous stewards. The heart of Geronimo would never secede to the conquest or exploitation of the earth. He suffered over his desecration of his people, the buffalo herds, and the near extinction of the genetically superior Appaloosa horse. Untold broken promises and betrayals that broke apart the tribal community in their estimated 12,000-year-old history of tradition, culture, and established nations in relentless genocidal land grab. Long before the term genocide was ever coined, much less accepted as a crime under international law, the tribe represents the most basic unit of extended family and community who are the interdependent on one another in the land. Access to land and her natural resources is paramount for basic survival: air, water, food, shelter, medicine today. Today we know that rich natural resources are abundant worldwide, but access is limited. Something to do with that, what's going on with the lands right now. I think right under many people's noses. That's a word, noses. There is enough basic necessity for everybody. We have the technology in place, and as a whole popularity can afford to generously compensate all the businesses that supply it, even if everyone can't pay for it. Extinction of the Earth species is alarming. Balanced human life upon Earth may be at a critical threshold. And I feel, yes, it is. Clearly, there is a limit to available land mass as growing population must learn, occupy, and thrive fairly upon it together. This is what's gotten lost. Else we might overwhelm the planet and face our extinction too. The inner Geronimo runs wild in our blood. Stop the murder, stop the privatizing of nature's resources, and stop the irreversible damage to the earth. Man, she is really telling us something. She is done. She's done being in the shadows. There's a king here for her. And we have Apollo here. And I feel there's a king here for her. Could be connected to King Gu. I started this reading at 1011. Okay. In the shadows. I see me and you too. I do feel like the sun being covered here. Definitely getting integrated with more information. Mother Earth is communicating with you, showing you signs, giving you a heads up. This came out for a reason. We have a king here. We have a few of them here, actually. A beloved leader whose iron fist, there we go, are tempered by his heart of pure gold and balls of solid brass. Well, there you go. The king keeps his cool when others lose it. He is mature, integrated, calm, and centered, and yet explosively responsive to a situation where force and fury are warranted. The king archetype is courteous, capable, and courageous, bringing heaven to earth by example through the ability to empower others. A king excites fertility, inspires creativity, proclaims blessings, establishes order, and is the consummate provider and the protector. Clinical studies show this. Yeah, we're being protected. I'm telling you, there's a battle going on. It really, really is. And they're really doing everything that they can with it. I'm talking like interstellar, like Sumerians, Pleiadians, archangels. They're doing all that they can to protect us from something we don't even see coming, because we've been the best kept secret from ourselves. So this, so it does go into like clinical studies show how our bodies chemically alter when we are acknowledged, valued, and praised, inspired, in other words, blessed by our parents, peers, beloved bosses, and elders. Imagine the feeling of being knighted by your king. Because there's a knight here too. Okay. In this sea. Okay. Know where you are in your evolution, from a sage to a king. Allison A on that. That's really cool. Provides a unique perspective in her book, Keys to the Kingdom. So a lot of things with the keys here, especially with Florida, down that area. I'm picking up on keys. I'm picking up on esoteric keys. You're being handed keys of wisdom for you on your path, Starseed. So as a functional member of your local community and fellow conscious global inhabitant, adopt the kingdom where you already have influence to help stem this desolate ways of the uninitiated boys of young men from growing up lost, desperate, and often violent adults. Interesting. There is a king here. You have a few of them here. Some of you have a connection with them psychically. The kings could have woken you up to another level on your path as well. The 3 kings of Orion, which are divine feminine, by the way, are here. And you're feeling it. You're feeling it. You know how you're feeling it? Because you know you're feeling it. A, B, you're paying attention to a lot of signs. I'm connecting to those who are really paying attention to signs, synchronicities, everything. Because it's who you are. No one's forcing you to do it. It's just your soul knows. There is something going on here with the sun. It's a battle over the sun. And the guardian of Gaia, the Hierophant. I am with spirit and nature. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mother Earth, she's really communicating with us. She's trying to really communicate with you. Whoever you are, in your connection with her. There is a commander here in the waters. An Apollo. And an archangel. Wow. Archangel Michael is here. The Sumerian kings that are here. King Anu is here, Enki is here, Enlil is here. You're getting activated because your bloodlines are here. Isis is here, Osiris is here. Sekhmet. Sekhmet is really, she's like, I'm getting like hauling ass to protect, psychically protect. She's a psychic protector. She's a protector of Ra. She protects humanity. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael specifically. Uriel. Merkaba activation. Kundalini rising. This has to do with the stargates. Back from the battle before that happened here. the synergistically weaving the ever-widening knowledge of the physical world and ever-deepening mystery of the spiritual world. Ever-growing population is widening politics. Melchizedek helps scholars, philosophers, scientists, mystics, priests, and innates alike alchemizes into their genius. He found the sacred order of Melchizedek, which is a real being, one of the earliest of mystery schools where Jesus of Nazareth is said to have been ordained a priest forever in the Melchizedek during his missing years from the Bible. Melchizedek advanced the use of sacred geometry as an emerging language to express the many overlapping patterns and fractals within language, celestial bodies, nature, mathematics, and science, medicine. Solar seasons, astrology, astronomy, crystalline growth, cellular body, biology, sight, sound, miracles, auric fields, etc. The ancient order of Melchizedek is a fascinating wealth of knowledge, and I suggest if you're called to look it up, research it, because it'll bring out memories for you. It did for me before we came here. The stargates that were hijacked, some stargates were absolutely destroyed from coming in and out of here. Okay, so it's a fascinating wealth of knowledge, and its continued influence in our life and culture today may surprise you. And it initiates on this path never really graduate because they adopt the order as an enlightened lifestyle, more of a self-realization of in expanding of your consciousness. This is about you and your soul remembering, and some of you are very connected into this Melchizedek, which is the Messiah. You're getting integrated here for higher knowledge, higher wisdom, for more wisdom, for remembering. And the archangels, they're the guardians. Stargates were really destroyed. They were hijacked. We're dealing with a lot of stuff that was hijacked. A lot of that tricks to energy, a lot of portals, and now the divine, order is stepping in. It's like enough is enough. And we're being integrated along with this on our path through the shadows, facing the shadow sides, facing your shadow, things that try to keep you suppressed, overcoming that, facing that. I'm seeing holy fire. You are the holy fire. You are the holy fire. So we have sane, insane, functional, dysfunctional, light, dark, right, wrong, heads, tails, reflection, shadow. There seems to be a flip side to everything. The shadow is an archetype for the flip side of human nature that is associated with unconscious negative behavior. Of course, the rhetorical question arises, what is positive and what is negative from whose perspective? Shadow is often perceived as an overstuffed ego incapable of self-reflection, hiding behind righteous arrogance that is beyond rebuke. Although we are wise to perceive shadow in ourselves and others, let us not stop at merely judging the shadow. Let us try embracing it too. After all, isn't there a shadow side of the shadow? Without going down the rabbit hole of paradox, let us embody our shadow with those qualities, attributes, impulses, habits, and persona that are hidden from our conscious awareness. So you could be, because of all this, right, you're shifting through, which is a dark night of the soul. When things start breaking down around you, and you're rising through, and you're being integrated, it breaks things down around false templates, which puts you through a shadow, and that's looking at things, embracing it. You definitely have archangel protection. You just have to tap in if you're not doing that already, to walk you through this, because you are this, like, starseeds are being woke. And seriously, like, for many people, they could be living this certain way for years, and all of a sudden they're like, wow, that shift happens, and they're seeing things differently, which is brings on those changes. And you're definitely being guided to a higher calling, a higher consciousness, a higher awareness with everything that's going on right now. Alright, yeah, visionary artist here. Express your vision through sounds, tones, frequencies, draw, write, however that is for you. And that's going on here for us. All this energy is absolutely coming in for us, and there's a lot of things trying to block it. And we have Ra, and we have Shiva and Crusader came out with Lucifer, the transhuman, the sun, which is, I had, look at, first responder came out, professional, looks like one thing, but it's another, corporate shaman, and tyrant came out. Interesting. That's, you know, integrated himself or herself into this world, which is this world, you know, realistically, the greed, the battles, the wars. There's a lot of deceptive stuff going on here with the corporate shamans, making things happen behind the scenes, doing things, rituals. I don't know, maybe some of you are a first responder here as well. Unsuspectingly, something about that. Like, you may not look that way. You could be, someone's like a warrior here. Something being exposed. Something being exposed in that area. The tyrants being exposed. It's a battle of wills. It's a battle of wills. It's slowly stripping society's rights away from them. You rule your life. This is interesting how this came out. I am forming the future. We have Lucifer here, a crusader, along with Shiva. She brings on destruction. She brings on necessary destruction. She's been also used against her will. They use the shadow of her with CERN. They're definitely doing something with that collider, without a doubt, because Ra's here. They could be using the staff. They could, something to do with they using the staff, because Ra. All day, look at that. They're using the staff, which is the collider, because Ra's here. Or maybe it's Ra's staff. It's Lucifer's staff. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Let me see what you're saying. I don't pay attention to the chat. Yes. Looking for ancient petroglyphs. Me too. Bubbles of protection, yes. Oh, that's cool, Kiki. The healing center. I'm with you on that. Yes. Well, I'm glad that you liked it. Alright, let me, I'm gonna do, I think, yeah. I wanted to close with, let's see, we'll do end with clear your mind. Listen to your ancestors, listen to your grandmother, listen to your ancestors. Some of your grandmother's with you, guiding you, moving you forward in peace. Clear mind, mind over matter. Something to do with them, something keeps silent, best answered. Yeah, that whole shh, don't tell crap, fantasy, illusion, keeping silent, clear mind, adapting, being okay with change, seeing the beauty in all, self-awareness, clear your mind. You get serious transformation here for a higher purpose. Definitely, wow. Yeah, self-reflecting. Some of you are doing a lot of self-reflecting. It's healing to purge and release once you move through it, which brings you through that self-awareness for your higher purpose, clear your mind. seeing the beauty in all things, even the hard stuff, even the stuff that, you know, leaves us scars, seeing the beauty in the scar. It is beautiful. That's your battle wound, you know? Yeah, dance a little. Slow down. Here's a sea turtle again. Something definitely going on with that. I'm actually getting over on, oh, got drama and gossip came out. I'm actually getting something with Canary Island. Fiji, Hawaii. And it's another place I can't see it. I mean, I see it, but I can't. Not able to grasp where this location is, but it's tropic, very tropic. Something to do with a volcano there. Yeah, mission on higher power. Yeah, you definitely, starseeds are definitely going through clearing your mind over the drama and gossip. Pay no mind. That's something to pull you in a lower vibration. All right, it's time for you to change your vision if you haven't already. Accept support over pride and ego. Okay, takes you out of this temporary haze into the attitude of gratitude. Okay, flow, easy does it. You could be in recovery, getting clean, purification. You could be healing from a romance. Be careful if you are getting clean and sober. I don't suggest ever getting into a relationship until you understand you and the knowledge and the lessons for your higher mission. This, you could have already gone through this, and you're going through this, and knowledge. That's that whole, you know, wisdom and knowledge is power to help others. You could be researching. You could be writing. Experience, strength, and hope. That's part of your mission, sharing your experience, strength, and hope with whatever it is, with anything, actually. Some of you being guided to, yes, it's okay to accept support. It takes you, maybe you've been living in a lot of pride and ego, which cuts you off from accepting support. But I feel a cleansing happening here. Flowing through. The support is here. This attitude of gratitude. It tells me someone's in recovery. Healing a lot of family lineage through vibration. Lineage through music, vibration, which I'm feeling the frequency in the family as well. I have dream journal here. You could be journaling your dreams, your visions. There's a warning here with drama and gossip to try to put a haze over you. Okay, be mindful of that, okay? Stay in the heart of love for yourself. I feel more than romance, but it doesn't mean someone isn't have romance come their path. But I feel like this is self-love, because self-love transcends through all this. So thanks for being here. I know this was a little different, but I always allow what's supposed to come out, and I knew Mother Earth had something to say, and I knew it clearly is connected to us. And more will be revealed in time. I will come on and do something a little different a little later. I'm more connected to, I will connect more into the collective. But I just felt Mother Earth, and like she has something to say, and I love communicating with her and sharing it with you. So thanks for being here. Thanks, Kiki. I really appreciate you. Good for you. That's huge. That's huge. That's so huge. I walk with you. I walk with you with that. I do. Peace, love, and light.